Hi, everybody. This is Maxine Taylor, America's first licensed astrologer, with an overview of the astrological aspects going on this month, March 2019. By knowing what these celestial events are, you can plan accordingly. And when you've finished watching this video, all you have to do for a more personal look is go to the video I've done for your sun sign, because I will apply what I'm talking about on this video to you personally. And for those of you who would like your own truly personal forecast from me based on your month, day, and year of birth, the city and state where you were born, and the exact time you were born, all you have to do is go to my website, MaxineTaylor.com, order the reading you like, and we will get together and plan your year. Okay, let's talk about what's going on now astrologically that is significant. We have a couple of things that really are tremendously significant. We have 3 planets changing signs. Now, the moon goes through all 12 signs every month, but the sun changes signs every month, right around the 20th of the month, anywhere from the 18th to the 21st. However, you want to be aware of this. We have a major configuration of activity right around the 5th and 6th of March. Let me tell you what I'm talking about. First of all, we have the new moon on March 6th in 15 Pisces 47. On the new moon, this is when new beginnings occur. This is when the energy starts moving forward. And so the new moon is an opportunity to take a step forward, or 2 steps, or 3 steps, because wherever that new moon falls in your chart, that's where the action begins. And as I said, when you finished watching this video, look at the one for your sign, and I'll show you where the action starts for you. Okay, so right around the 5th and the 6th of the month, we have the new moon. That's the first activity. On the 5th of March, some of you already know this, Mercury, the planet of communication, correspondence, and transportation, goes retrograde. Now, Mercury rules our mouth and our minds. And when Mercury goes retrograde, it appears to be moving backwards in the heavens. It is not moving backwards. It just appears to be. And that's how it feels here on planet Earth. Everything is confused. This is not a time to start new projects, but rather to tie up the loose ends of unfinished business. So, since we're going to be feeling this about a week ahead, let's just say from the 1st of March, okay? We'll be a little conservative. From the 1st of March until the 28th of March, Mercury is going to be retrograde. So you're going to tie up the loose ends of unfinished projects. Now, you have to use common sense. If your car dies in the middle of the expressway and there is no way to repair it, you're going to need a new car, whether you rent it or buy it. If your refrigerator dies, same deal. Unless you plan on putting your food on a big chunk of ice, you're going to need to start that new project, which is buy a new refrigerator. So common sense is to be used, of course. But when Mercury goes retrograde on the 5th, this ties in with our new moon. It goes retrograde in 29 degrees, 36 minutes of Pisces. Pisces is the sign of service. It wants to be needed. It gives. It dedicates its life to a cause. And so you may have been feeling, gee, I'm coming to the end of this particular chapter in my life, one dealing with service. And just when you're ready to move forward, Mercury goes retrograde in the last few minutes of Pisces. It says, not so fast. back it up. There are some loose ends you need to tie up. And on March 28th, when Mercury backs up to 16 Pisces and 8 minutes, it goes direct. So this is a very important time to redo, to rethink, to plan, but wait until after the 28th to launch. Okay, once again, this retrograde Mercury occurs right around the time of the new moon. There is a third celestial event that is very important, and that is Uranus, the planet of rebellion, of innovation, of explosion, of intuition, of psychic ability, has been in Aries. Aries is the sign of do it now. It's the sign of I want to do it my way or the highway. And that is how we have felt for several years now. On the 6th of March, right around the time of the new moon, right around the time of the retrograde Mercury, Uranus moves into Taurus. This is a totally different vibration from Aries. Aries says, yes, let's do it yesterday. Taurus says, wait a second, let's slow it down. Let's be logical and practical. But Uranus is the rebel. Uranus wants to break free. Taurus rules our money. It rules our belief systems about money. It rules our values. It rules our possessions. And so there are changes that are going to be made universally over the next several years because Uranus will stay in Taurus till 2025. This is going to change the way in which we earn our living. Uranus rules computers. It also rules astrology. It rules all psychic phenomena. And so this can bring about a big change in technology. You might say, we already have so many changes in the IT business, in computers and technology per se. It's going to increase. And this is going to create more jobs. It will let go of old jobs that have not been working and bring new jobs forward. So this is a very important time, the first week of March. Okay. Now, Mars is going to be in Taurus all month. It's already there. And so Mars throws itself into whatever sign it's in, whatever house it's in your birth chart. Taurus is the sign of money. While Mars is in Taurus, people are going to be focused on creating more income. Uranus moves in and says, let's make big changes. Let's create new ways of creating money. Okay. When Mars is in Taurus, money is our focus. On the 31st of March, Mars moves into Gemini. And it's a much different Mars than in practical, logical, let's go take it slow and easy Taurus. Because Uranus shakes things up. In Gemini, Gemini's ready for that. Gemini's an air sign. And so when Mars is in Gemini, you get up on your horse and ride off in all directions at once. There's a lot going on dealing with communication, travel, etc. Very exciting. Now, the sun, of course, changes signs every month, and it is in Pisces, beautiful, dreamy Pisces, divinely inspired Pisces that wants to dedicate its life to a cause. And there can be a great deal of dreams that are expressed creatively while the sun is in Pisces. Also, a certain amount of confusion because the sun is the ego and the sun in Pisces says, I'm going to dream a little dream. I don't know how I'm going to put it into action. I'm just going to dream it. Well, on the 20th, the sun shakes all that off, hits the ground running, and jumps into Aries. Aries, of course, says, my way or the highway. I'm doing it now. That's what's going on. And so the energy picks up, leaps forward, and says, I'm doing what I want, when I want, how I want, because I want. Very, very interesting times. Now, lastly, Venus, the planet of love and beauty and money, starts off in Capricorn for one day, March 1st. And then it enters the universal sign Aquarius. Aquarius deals with humanity. Venus is love. And there will be more love felt for our brothers and sisters on this planet. More love of humanitarian causes, perhaps nonprofit organizations growing, but the concept of love becomes more universal. And then on the 26th of March, Venus enters beautiful Pisces. And Venus is beautifully placed in Pisces, so that there is a great spirituality to our love nature with Venus in Pisces. There can be more desire to create money for philanthropic causes when Venus is in Aquarius, and in more spiritual pursuits when Venus is in Pisces. Now, I mentioned the new moon on March 6th, and it is right around the time when Mercury goes retrograde and Uranus enters Taurus. But our final phenomenon, our final celestial event, is the full moon on March 20th in 0 degrees of Libra. 0 degrees indicates a new birth, a new venture. Libra is the sign of partnership, balance, and harmony, hopefully. Venus is not necessarily a balanced planet, a balanced sign, rather, but it seeks to create balance and harmony. So the full moon on the 20th brings things to a head. Wherever this full moon falls in your birth chart, that is the area of your life where things go pop. They come to a head. And when you know where that is in your chart, you can use the energy accordingly. So, as I have mentioned, check out my video on each of the 12 signs. Of course, you're going to watch your own first, naturally, and then watch the video on the signs of your loved ones and see how you can best use those aspects in conjunction with yours. So, that's the big picture for March. And as I always say, may the stars shine brightly on you and yours. See you again next month.